let's just move on in a bit. So, welcome to another devlog. This is gonna be a very short one actually, because I don't really have the time to edit this properly, and there's not really a lot to talk about since last video I made. But to make up for that, the next video I'm gonna make is going to be at the end of our next sprint, so there's going to be a lot to talk about then. But up until then, welcome to devlog 4. Let's just begin with where we last ended. Sprint 1 is now completed, which means that we have now added everything on a base level. So we have the ship is now working, the characters are working as intentional, all the items that are supposed to be in the game also work. All of that is the base level stuff is completed now. Now our next sprint, which is meant to be released on the 29th of January, it's going to be it's going to sort of wrap up all the main features. So we're going to finish up the shops and bar, which is basically it's how you upgrade a ship and how you get new quests and all of that. That system's going to be completed by the end of January, basically. We're also going to add in what was the next thing we talked about? Enemy ships and the actual cargo stuff are stuff that are coming in the next sprint, so I expect that by the 29th. There's also another thing that it's good to bring up actually, because these are our major sprints up until the the beginning of March, basically, where we have this big event. It's a showcase for other of these youth companies, where we're going to basically sort of sell the game, as we're going to try to get people to be interested in low-res views. And in our games and what we do, and basically get us to follow us and maybe be interested in purchasing the game when it's completely finished. But by then we want a vertical slice. I think I brought up a vertical slice in the last video, but if you missed that, it's basically just this slice of a game, which is going to be a part of the game at a later date. But it's just to showcase all of the features in the game without basically it's going to showcase everything we've done in the game, but at a minor scale. So that is what we're aiming for in March, beginning of March, and then after that we have this other deadline for the end of May, which is going to be when the first proper version of the game is going to be completed. This is going to be like a beta version or alpha version, I'm not really sure what it's going to be, but it's something along those lines, and that's maybe when we start selling it. If you're interested in getting a copy early, we might, if there's a big enough interest, we might sort of release a demo version, free of course, on maybe itch.io or something like that, if that's what interests a lot of people. But other than that, what has happened between now and the last log? So we now have buildings. As I said earlier, we have the shops and the bar are high on our list of what we need to do, but we've implemented the basic. We've implemented the most basic version of it, where it's just you can interact with it and enter the shop, and there's a menu and all of that. I mean, it was pretty easy to implement that, but it's still worth bringing up that we're actually making some progress on it. What else? There's also the we have added more items. I think in the last video we only had the captain's hat and the let's see, it was the captain's hat and it was oh god, what was it? I think it was the crow's nest. Now the cannon I think was also implemented in there, but we've edited it a bit and it's actually working more proper now. And we've also added a way to sort of modify the sails, so you can change how fast the ship is going or how slow it is. What else? What else? Has there been anything else of note? I don't think so. Crap. What else did we bring up? There's more models in the game now. It's not really of major note at the moment, but we're really starting to get a graphical profile of the game into the game and completed basically. So we have the colors and we have our art sort of planned out and all that. But yeah, as I said, this was going to be a pretty short devlog compared to the other ones. I think this one was only at what, max 10 minutes, while the others mostly go on over the 30-minute mark. But I want to thank you all for watching, and if you're interested in keeping up with the development of Project Caribbean, you can follow us. You can follow me personally on Twitter and here on YouTube, or you could follow the entire company, Low-Res Views, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We also have a YouTube channel, but it's mostly for trailers and stuff. But if you're interested of that stuff as well, I'll link everything in the description below. Other than that, thank you very much for watching.